I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.
Yeah, this is a late night live stream, and I'm about to cook. All right, let me go ahead and start this off. Yes, let me go ahead and start cooking. First of all, you got nobody to blame but your motherfucking self. And some of y'all might know who I'm referring to. First of all, let me say a shout out to Thai City. Thai City said what I've been wanting. Thai City says something that I've been saying about this nigga for years. And you all, say something. He got nobody to blame but himself. Okay? When you attach yourself to a bunch of thugs, a bunch of reprobates, then don't act surprised that you're not growing. Don't act surprised your channel ain't growing. What's going on? The boxing scholar. What's going on with you? Shout out to Char Williams in the chat room as well. Don't act surprised. You can't sit there and say you want your channel to grow and then tag team with a white guy whose job was to police women, right? To police black women. And he weaponized the government agencies like the welfare the welfare departments to go after black women online. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Junk Pile Video. You got with this white dude, Junk Pile Video, because you want to be seen standing shoulder to shoulder. You want all these other young niggas, these young men, to look up to you while see you on the Mount Rushmore, with Anger Man, O'Shea, Ringo, and Tommy, and so on and so on and so forth. Now, this back in 2015, 2016, when you're doing this shit. But I really am not talking about Reg. No. Reg is to blame. Reg got nobody to blame but himself. I'm talking about them. I'm making an example out of this because it's who you attach yourself with is the problem. Then you hung around with a retrobate, an ex-con who sit there and marry a woman who deleted her first husband and who is part of a murder case, a murder suspect, and who got the second nigga locked up, and this nigga is a ex-con married to her ass. There's 3 men she got with thus far, or actually there's 4. But you hang around with these retro-basic losers. You got nobody to blame but your goddamn self. See, I kick people out all the time. So the thing is, you try to please people. Me, I want dominance. Yeah. I really want Anger Man's place because Anger Man. I need to show Anger Man what time it is. Yeah, I'm working my way up to Anger Man because I want that bitch ass nigga to understand you don't fucking disrespect me, nigga. But anyway, I'm not talking about Anger Man right now. Everybody talking about, well, BJ, your channel ain't growing. I don't give a fuck about the channel like that. I'm not here for fame and fortune. Not here to sell you shit. Now, and I know some idiot going to say, well, you got a Cash App. Only reason I have a Cash App because Rude Imp and May been begging me to have a Cash App. That's why the Cash App is scrolling at the bottom. So I don't want y'all to deflect from that bullshit. See, I'm the type of nigga that want to change things. I'm not after no sex. I ain't after no fucking money. I know what I'm after. It's the P word. It's the P word. It has nothing to do with no sex. Ain't had nothing to do with no women. I want that P word. No, you need to hurt them. Conscious, you need to hurt them. They need to be hurt. Physically, politically, socially, economically, all of them need to be hurt. Yeah, I said it. It's time to make things right again. Nobody got time for y'all thinking doing some shame, blame, and explain. Y'all think that's a power move. Only thing what y'all doing is making some 10-year-old girl a future victim. That's my problem. The message and the propaganda and the rhetoric y'all spew every day, y'all making a future. You're making a 10-year-old girl a potential victim because you're telling young men that she is your enemy within the next 10 years. That's my problem with y'all. That's why I said y'all need to be checked fast and fucking hard. And I refuse to stand on the sidelines anymore and allow y'all to get on these podcasts, go to these college campuses, like Myron, because Myron, I want you to come to Austin, Myron. I'm waiting for Myron to come down to San Antonio or Austin, because I will be there for his ass. That's why though he never put out his schedule for that Uncensored America. Or is it America Uncensored? I forgot what the organization called. He's not even on the schedule. I wonder why. But anyway, I got the ball rolling because I told y'all about 2026. I told y'all. Now, y'all want to go ahead and disrespect me? Understand that disrespect will come back and haunt you. I want you to understand that. I want you to understand that the disrespect is coming back to haunt each and every one of you. One nigga gonna come on the panel, and I'm talking about Reg panel, right? Since everybody want to talk about Reg, right? Nigga, everybody seen a videotape of P. Diddy slapping, kicking, punching, and stomping down Cassie West all over the hotel hallway. You thought that was a joke. You thought it was something to make fun of. And you got the gall to call yourself a man. What real man will laugh at a grown man abusing a woman on camera? But you talk about you want to come to Texas and whoop my ass. So when you said that, I'm going to tell this to you. I hope you enjoy your stay. Okay? Since you said you coming down here to Texas, I hope you enjoy your stay. That's all I'm going to tell you, nigga. Enjoy your stay. Now, no, not for him. Y'all act like what y'all say is some real shit. And then y'all never want to check your own. Y'all never want to check your own fucking self. I know these heifers online ain't shit. I know some of these women online ain't shit. That's why I boot them heifers off my channel too. Cause I don't play that shit with the females either. But I want you to understand, you niggas ain't shit too. Because around me, you're gonna talk right, you're gonna act right, you're gonna speak right, and you're gonna walk right around me. You ain't gonna be ignorant. That's one thing I can't stand. A bunch of ignorant people. I got no time for ignorance. Especially from black people. I'm not going to expect no fucking ignorance. You better know what the fuck you're talking about when you're talking to me. Male or female. And you Hebrew Israelites, don't even try to talk about women on my channel. One of you Hebrew Israelites, I can kick y'all off my channel. You know what that needs to do? We need to start having a law on you Hebrew Israelites. Yeah, I said it. Y'all want to get on the street corner in New York, Dallas, Houston. Y'all want to get up in Chicago, get up on street corners, yelling at women, following women on the sidewalks. After 2026, we're going to change that shit. No, nigga, you're not going to sit there and harass people on the street. No, we're not going to allow that. You're going to talk right, you're going to act right. Who is you going on the street corner harassing somebody? Everybody going to home. Everybody going to and fro, minding their own business. They're trying to go to a job. They're trying to go home. They're trying to pick their kids up. They're trying to sit there and also trying to go to work and buy some groceries and shit. Why are you standing in the street corner in the middle of the day? Shouldn't you be at work? While y'all over there wearing those go-go Power Ranger outfits. It's time to make things right again. And y'all voted for fascism because you want sexual access to women. You want sex so bad from these hoes because nigga, you a hoe too. The only reason why nigga you gonna get hoes because you a hoe too. Don't get it twisted. Hoes get with hoes. That's right, Tanya. Not if I'm in charge. No, if I'm in charge, no, that will be the first thing I do. I crack down on that shit. If you up on a street corner, yeah, Tanya, you over there in Dallas. Tanya, you up in Dallas, you see that shit. No, make these niggas act right. You gotta force these niggas to act right. And you gotta shut them upside the goddamn head to make them do it. You gotta crack some heads and make them niggas act right. Oh, hey, you are Bathsheba. You a hoe. You know why you up on the street corner calling this woman a hoe? You don't even know. She minding her own damn business. She going to the nail salon. And I'm not here to put on no cape and try to be Superman and try to save these women. No, this is about the boys. You're teaching young boys to be as miserable as you niggas are. That yeah, exactly. Second Amendment all the time. Yes, I'm very pro Second Amendment. I'm very pro Second Amendment. Hold on. You was even called that with your ready. You was called a 304 because even though you have a red ring on your finger. See, let's just say if I take over, right? Let's say if I take over, you know the first thing I would do? If any man come up to a woman and she got a red ring on her front finger and you on the street corner harassing her, if this woman's husband, son, daddy, granddaddy, uncle, whoever the case may be, who is related to this woman, if these men knock these niggas out or delete these niggas, those men will not be charged. If I was governor of Texas and the president of the United States, that would never happen. No, that would happen. You niggas need, staying on street corners all day. You should be at work. Come on, man. Nigga. You need to go to work. Hell, you know what I would do? Let me tell you what I would do. I would draft you niggas. I will open up the draft. And draft you niggas straight up into public works. That's what needs to happen. Oh, they're harassing people. I tell you what, harass a shovel, harass a rake, harass a bulldozer, and build some roads and some bridges and shit. And if you still want to feel froggy about harassing, harass Al Qaeda and harass ISIS. I send y'all to the Middle East on that shit, motherfuckers. That's what needs to happen. But y'all say Big J is a simp ass nigga. Nah, don't get it twisted. It's called bringing order. There's too much chaos. We need to start bringing order back. We need to start bringing back class and order back into American society. And you niggas are really get up in the fucking way of that shit. That's why I said though, y'all niggas got to go too. Women over here, you got y'all don't want to read. You niggas don't want to read, but then y'all get online and make up shit up. One of my coworkers put that to rest fill in for Wildebeest, and that stopped wholesale. Well, you know what? I'm glad though. You know what? I really enjoy you and Wildebeest. You and Wildebeest are a fun couple though. I like you and your husband though. I like you and your husband though. Y'all. I smile every time when I hear you and him talk. I really do. I smile every time I hear you and him talk. But yeah, I'm glad though, and shout out to the co-worker that filled in for him. Because it needs to happen. See, the problem is, and nobody don't want to understand the problem. The problem is, and let me put this up. And I was going to do a live stream about this, but let me sit here and say this again. What year is that? 1945, right? Women evolved from 1945. Men did not evolve. Women did. Everybody been saying that. People like Professor Scott Galloway. Shout out to Professor Scott Galloway. Shout out to Rob Reeds. Shout out to other academics and professors who see what's going on, and a lot of people who actually see what's going on. Men did not evolve. The female side did. You can't just blame women for not dating your black ass. You can't. Because if your mindset is, well, I'm a man, therefore, a quote unquote bitch, quote unquote, is supposed to be with me because for the sole fact that I'm a man, your mindset is fucked up. No woman is not going to sit there and acquiesce to you. I don't care what race of a woman it is. I don't care what her racial identity is. No woman of good standing, I'm say it again, no woman of good standing is going to acquiesce to you with that mindset. And truism. That's the point which you don't get truism. Because you thinking that you want to buck dance and shoe shine for those folks is going to bring you bounty for you include. You want the, they're mad because women have choice. Yeah, you're right. They're mad because they have choices. But it's time to start forcing these niggas to have a choice too. You gonna act right or get the fuck out? You better have some manners or get the fuck out. You better have some decorum or get the fuck out. It's time for make them to make this decision. You don't go around talking about you are the leader of a community, but the only option is, instead of having some ideas, instead of you having a political platform, a political and social and financial idea to make structure out of something, y'all want to get on the internet to do SBE, shame, blame, and that goddamn explaining. So I, since last November, but actually since September, when last September when I got demonetized, and I'm telling YouTube, fuck you and the monetization, and fuck them niggas on Rumble who got me demonetized, flagging ass niggas. And to them niggas on Rumble, how's life treating y'all? I see y'all closing down y'all's Rumble account because somebody else is suing y'all. I want y'all to understand that shit. But anyway, let me get back to YouTube business. Okay? Let me get back to YouTube business. Ever since last September, I said, I think I was talking to Pure Butterfly at this point, and I said, I might as well just close this shit down, because if I'm going to take on the manosphere, it's going to be off YouTube. I'm no longer going to be having these discussions with these idiots and these clowns, these uneducated, unwashed, undisciplined niggas. And when I said the word niggas, understand I'm not talking about black men. Because I'm talking to white men like Sandman and punk ass MAGA Man and Hammerhand too and Rollo Tomasi. So I won't hear nobody say, "Well, you just talking about black men." No, I'm not. Oh, Big J, you doing anti-black male hate speech? No, I'm not. I know who I'm addressing. Some of y'all don't need to know how to comprehend. Y'all putting out this idea, and now though we're seeing cases of people in schools, girls in schools being attacked by brainwashed adolescents. Now, I think the first thing needs to happen is target these Hebrew Israelite niggas who be yelling at women on street corner. I think they should be the first ones. Yeah. But this is it's an international problem, and because they got Trump into office, well, it's all hands on deck. Now, ask for Reg, and I'm gonna end this soon. Ask for you, Reg. I told you this last year. And I told you this 2 years ago. And I told you this 3 years ago. I'm not going to be the one that's going to take down your channel. Everybody was telling you, Reg, Big J trying to flag your channel. Reg, Big J trying to flag your channel. What did I told you, Reg? I'm not going to be the one that's going to take you down. The person who's going to take you down is the niggas that you put on your panel. The people who you allow to hang those retrobates, those losers, everybody else who you fuck with, right? Those are the people you should blame. Outside of yourself, including your no. Let me say this again. Now, don't take the blame off of you, Reg. Don't take the blame off of you. I want you to say that again, Reg. Don't take the blame off of you, but understood. You allow a fool. You allow a fool to get online and sit and laugh at a domestic violence. Oh, yeah, man. You was reviewing a video of P. Diddy and Cassie West on that hotel, at that hotel hallway. Everybody see Puff Daddy, P. Diddy stomping on Cassie West. Not Cassie West, Cassie Ventura. And you wonder why women stop coming to the channel. Because you allowed an idiot, a fool, a retrobate, a miscreant, to make joke after joke after joke because Cassie Ventura is a black woman. Oh, that's what the black bitch gets. Don't get. You also have to blame the other nigga, the nigga who roasted you, the nigga who roasted you so bad that you closed down your channel. You should have gotten ahead of that when that nigga said that he went to the police station and slapped his wife at the police station while his wife was on the panel with you. Do I need to say that again? You got a married couple who's going through a divorce. He got one there talking about he slapped the holy fuck out of her in front of a New Orleans police station. You didn't say anything wrong. You sit there and you thought that shit. No, it's the company you keep, Reg. And those two niggas should be in jail anyway. Her ass should be in jail for what happened to that white dude. His ass should be in jail for slapping her upside the head. And don't worry, nigga. I downloaded it. I downloaded the videos. Because I knew you was going to put those videos down. I downloaded them already. Oh, Tanya, you didn't know? Oh, man. Oh, listen. I tell you what. Man, listen. I downloaded. I can't play it over here because we know he wants a flag, right? So I already downloaded because he was talking to AC Star. Like, you know who AC Star is, right? Blackground Radio. He used to be on what's the name's channel? The one who passed away recently. I forgot his name. Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot the brother's name, and I've been on his channel plenty of times. Oh my God. RBR. Yes, Tanya. But they say this on a panel. They're saying this book, yeah, RBR, yeah. But anyway, yeah. But back to the point. They put all that information out there, going back and forth, saying that bullshit, and he just sit there. He thought that shit was entertainment, and now back in December, he thought, well, I gotta get rid of these people. You should have got rid of these niggas 4 years ago. Five years ago, he should have got all of them out of there. And yes, Full Circle was right. Full Circle, shout out to Full Circle. Full Circle was right. Now, I'm not here to do no victory lap and all that. I'm not here for that. I'm here to just tell what it is. And I'm not here to beef with Reg. Let me say it again. I ended my beef with Reg on December the 23rd of 2008. Full Circle. Me and you had this conversation, right? About 2 years ago. Right. And don't let me get me started about Mocha. Right? When AJ Seen Red did all, listen, Full Circle. I'll drop you the link because me and you talked about this plenty of times. What was going to happen, and guess what happened? He ended his channel because he could not understand why people stopped showing up, why women stopped coming over there. And I kept telling him, listen, You got Brian, Josh, and Warren saying all that little bullshit. And nobody, and also AJ seen Red. Nobody ain't saying a fucking word like, oh yeah, that shit was funny. But the only people who were getting attacked over there was me and Gabe. Now I couldn't talk on that channel because I was banned. Gabe was the only person who had said, nah, that shit ain't cool. That shit ain't cool. Hold on, I'm gonna give full circle the link. I'm gonna get full circle link because me and you talked about this years ago. We talked about this years ago. You can't sit there talking about you want your channel to grow. Hey, listen. I don't know what to say though, Tanya. I don't know what to say. I just I saw it coming. Ever since December, I saw it coming. That's why I said, you know what? I'm gonna end my beef with Reg. I'm gonna end my beef, and I'm gonna walk away, which I did. I walked away. I went ahead and walked away from that shit. Cause what point of me carrying on the beef for? But what I did say came true. But I wish it came true last year. I wish it came true earlier. Because at least though it wouldn't have been, at least everybody would see it, because it was like a slow burn. It became a slow burn. But if it happened last year or 2 years ago, it would have been, it would have been seen as okay, yeah, consequence was made quick in a hurry, and maybe I'm gonna say it like this. I'm kind of impatient, right? I'm kind of impatient when people get their just due. I'm very impatient. I want things happen immediately. I want shit to happen that week. But it took what, 2-3 years? Well, more than that. It was more than 3 years. But since the whole, all that shit crumbled. Again, I'm not beefing with Reg. I'm just telling you what's happening. Tanya, that's what I'm saying. I've been trying to play the lottery. I'm still listen. I wish I could place bets on shit that happened on YouTube. I told Sherrod, your channel, you about to get demonetized. I told Sherrod this last year. Look at Sherrod now. He can't even get. He can't give. You know what? I'm gonna serious say it. Sherrod's having them black women that goes on Sherrod's channel giving him donations. He give it to his white wife. While like he having 2 black baby mamas. But you know what? I ain't saying nothing. I'm gonna leave that alone. What's going on? What's going on? Full circle. Going with
What's
you.
going on? What's going on, Big J? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, good. No, something that you mentioned, and I agree with you. It should have happened a long time ago. What, last year? You could say maybe. Okay, but either way, it should have happened sooner. And I wasn't shocked and surprised because, as you mentioned, we were already talking about it. We had been talking about it. It's just that you have people that are just how can you put it? Hard head, stubborn. They want to do what they want to do, but then at the same time, we can't. To have excuses, that's old. We can't come up. We can't speak for them for a reason because we're grown, Big J. You know how you have some people that's like, I just didn't know, but we talked about it. We would preach about it. You hit somebody over the head and they still don't get it. They just got to figure it out for themselves. And then all of a sudden, finally, ta-da! Here we are. So I wasn't shocked or surprised. When I looked at it, I
Hmm.
was like, yeah, it's like as soon as it happened, that's exactly like what you're speaking of is what I thought of. I'm like, we talked about this. We talked about this, in the past. It took a
Right.
minute, and I don't hope, I don't wish nothing or hope nothing bad for anyone's channel to go down or anything to happen to be demonetized. But when the writing is on the wall, Big J, doggone it, pay attention, listen. At least you're gonna be your own man. You're the captain of your own ship at the end of the day. But listen, it shouldn't take something drastic to happen where it's like we've been trying to warn you. We don't even have to like you, we're just trying to help you. But at least listen. So there you have it. Here we are. Yeah.
Hmm. Right. Right. We told you. We told him. We told him what was going on. I told him this for what, 5 years. I told him this about 5 years ago when he was hanging around with that couple over there. That couple that bought him that chair. Though, like that woman she has a murder charge, and you over here sitting there talking about, oh, we need to do this for men, and she put her husband into the ground allegedly, and then having that cuck ass husband of hers, who the second husband, sitting around here harassing people online and shit, and then he acted like, well, he ordered the only reason why he was with them because of another woman, Sansa Ray stupid ass,
And
and he was trying to. Yeah, go
yeah, I
ahead.
was I was going to add, sorry, Big J. I was going to add to something else that you mentioned. I myself, and you could tell there was times back then when I could pop in, like I could pop in whenever. I don't care whoever got taken off, got a wrench taken. He knows personally that I could come on that channel at any given time. There was no permission and all that other stuff. I had already put the differences with the back and forth, or what I had when it came to him, I put that, as you mentioned as well, to the side. But I had came to the conclusion that I had to walk away. Me personally, I was done with it. Literally done with all of it. That entire channel, whatever was jumping off over there, even with maybe ones in the comments that would throw in their little jabs and stuff, and besides the ones that was on the panel, regardless if I had an issue with them or not, him personally and the channel, I was done with it because it was like it's just you just not getting it. You're preaching on one end, this is what's going on, and this is a problem, and because it was either you would know it and then you would go right back to it. And I'm not trying to put this individual down, like as far as being a child, but just the whole point was like what you need to do. You know what you want to do at the end. You know what you want to do, but you know what you need to do. But then you go right back to it, and that was a constant thing. It's like stick to your guns, stick to what you say you're gonna do. And after that, I was just like, I just it's not for me to figure out. I see it for what it is, but I'm done with it. And that's why for the longest you wouldn't even see me nowhere over there. And even not even in the comments. There was times it wasn't even about being in the clouds. I was just like, I'm done with it. I'm going on literally YouTube wise. And as for the YouTube streets, I'm going on with my own life when it came to YouTube. I don't want to have nothing more to do with it. And I just let it go. I really did.
Hmm.
And the cloud had lifted, as you could say, Big J. I was like, yeah, I feel like a because
I,
there
I,
was
I think.
sometimes it was just nonsense at times, but it's like, but look at who you're rocking with. You brought that out even in your conversation. There's certain individuals you might not want to believe it that are gonna be a part and a cause of taking you down. You do what you do for you do what you do, and it wasn't one of those things for me. You like it, I love it. Nah, it was more of like I don't give two shits. I don't.
Hmm. And you know what? After I ended my beef with Reg, the weight can't get. Once I finally let it go, I just like I felt better. I felt better after I ended the beef. I let it go. It was too much going on with me anyway because other bullshit. When I let it go, I was like, the weight lifted off my shoulders, and then we now in June, that happened in December of 2024. Now though we in June right now, and everything I told what was going to happen for years happened. And I'm like, y'all, and I just wonder what was his thinking process, and not understanding that these people was problematic, like that bunch over there. What was it? Was it that he was worried about he want money, or he just want to be liked, or is the process more about he want to be? Was he? I don't know. I'm just trying to figure the thought process.
And you know what? I agree. Just cutting in. Sorry for cutting you off. It was a mental part of it, Big J. It was a mental thing in some aspects. Some of it wasn't. You have those ones that it's like they maybe just don't know. But nah, once again, another excuse. Some of it was mental. Was it therapy? Maybe. But I just think some just was like they didn't care. And you will have those individuals where they not either not caring about you or your channel. So they'll do anything. I wouldn't even put it on jealousy. It's something with it where it's like I don't even give a damn. So I just want to like hang around like a cloud, a dark cloud. I just want to hover over. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to see somebody, you're not even a part of the solution, you're a part of the problem. Yet you were preaching about it, speaking about it, and some might be thinking, oh, you just um talking, let the person defend themselves. We really not really going at this person because, like you said, it's like a breath of fresh air. So we're not talking where we're talking about this person behind his back because we're right here. And as you would do it, you would drop a link. Come on up on the panel. Let's talk about it. We ain't gonna go back to the days, and Big J individually or tag team. You know how we get it in. I was able to health
Mm-hmm.
wise to be able to be like step away because I said this ain't even good for me. You know what I mean? You go have a blood vein burst or something. I said, no, I could tell even with you, I could see the breath of fresh air, even from yourself and the relief. Because I know it was with me. I said, I'm just so much better now that I don't even have to get up, get it in like I used to get it in the mud, even on that channel. And I would come with it. I would bring the pain. But I said, you know what? I feel a lot better now. I'm so relieved. And later on, that individual is like, you're going to see it yourself. You're going to have to find out on your own and make some major changes. Something that you should have been done long time ago. Long time ago. Yeah.
And I used to be very, very, very angry, right? And I used to be very angry, and then one day on Thanksgiving of last year, this really was started the process of me ending the beef, right? Now, I didn't spend no time online on Thanksgiving, and I probably came back the day after. I'm not sure, but on Thanksgiving, I was not online. So as I went 2 hours away to eat have with the family, the nigga did a live stream on me. Oh, we put Big J on a trial for Thanksgiving. It is him, Sexy Red, all those rental baits over there, right? The rental baits. So when I came back and saw that the weekend after, I said, I must, I'm at with family, but these niggas are not. I said, wait a minute, who is winning here? I don't got anything to worry about. You online doing an 8-hour live stream about me, but I'm at Thanksgiving with family, and you got Sexy Red and AJ ain't seen Red and all them punk ass niggas over there. Y'all sitting over there talking about me for 8 hours. I say, wait a minute, who is winning here?
But I got
Why should I care? And
right.
that's why I said. That's why I said, wait a minute. Somebody's life is fucked up. If you're doing an 8-hour live stream, now I understand. Listen. I work during the holiday, so sometimes you see me being live streaming on a holiday, I'm usually at work because I be bored at work. I be over there like, okay, let me distract the live stream. Let me see who's on here, and let me just talk. Right? That I understand. But if you on an 8-hour live stream and you're talking about a nigga and that nigga's nowhere to be found, and you want that nigga to be on the panel and that nigga didn't show up at all in those 5, 6, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, who is the problem? The person who's not coming up there, or the person who put up the 8-hour live stream in the first place?
But I got one for you, Big J, after what you just said, that add on to what you just said now. Besides yourself and myself, you got those ones that are just interesting. They have intelligence. They're talented. I'm not going to say as far as this individual, but I'm going to go even further and speak of the ones that would even partake and come on there for either 8, 10, whatever, however long time, amount of time. They would come over there just to get something out of it for them. If you get where I'm going, I'm not going to drop names. That was you see, yeah, right.
Yeah, I see. I know
And
you're
I'm
talking
like,
about.
you really, yeah, I would observe this on a regular, and they would stick around for it. Could be on a topic on you or on whatever. But let's just say you, for example, and they would just jump in and partake. Don't know a damn thing what they were talking about, but just to hint, pump their channel up. And I was like, yeah, but you didn't need it, Big J. Even if you had to come in and you had controversy and you had issues with the individual one-on-one, you didn't need it to boost your channel. You, with your knowledge, even though you're not a huge channel, people tune in to you. They want to listen to you. For one, you have the information, you have the knowledge, you have the know-how. Regardless if they can see you visually, people will look at you. They can never say, in other words, he's a dummy. You're dumb. You ever hear him? You ever listen to him, tune in? You're an idiot. They never say that. They can never say that about you, regardless of any topic, the ladies or whoever's channel you jump to. But when it comes toe to toe, they can't touch you. But I've seen others come in on there and piggyback and jump on there just to do whatever, just to get them some numbers and subscribers. And I laugh at it and I smile. I'm like, yeah, you can't even use what you've got or what God has given you, any type of talent you have. And it said a lot. And they needed that. So they would go against the grain, even though they knew it wasn't right, just to go over on his channel, just to get what they can get out of it, to run back over there and get something. But once again, it says a lot. It's like you don't even have what it takes. It's sad. You have to go over there and partake in the bullshit, the mischief,
Right.
the stupidity, the dumb shit, just to make yourself relevant. And I would just and that was a part of me even backing up. I said, I'll just watch and I'll just look at it from afar, from a distance. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I got nothing else to say because it was gonna be a short live stream, fool. But I'm glad though, man, you popped up here and shared about it because I'm glad though you came on here and said it, because I've been saying it for years what was going to happen to Reg. I've been saying that. And I've been telling people about Reg. I mean, I told Reg, listen, them niggas who you with is gonna fuck you up in the end. And and the thing is, he actually allowed people who were kicked out of everybody else's channels. He was like a refugee spot for other people who got kicked out. So
it was like, I'm just in the elevator, Big J. It's like a channel of being for the rejects, so to speak. Yeah. Sad to say, it was like, okay, you can't go to anywhere else. You pick this channel, and that's the only channel you go to, and that's what it was looked upon or looked as a channel for rejects. You don't have to like it, but that's how it looked. A channel for rejects. Didn't have nowhere else to go to, and that's where they go to. That's where they hover. And it's like, okay, if you're this Einstein, go to other channels. Go to other channels and spread your knowledge, your wisdom, whatever you might think you have. But over here, you ain't got it. You definitely ain't bringing it. So what else? So what else do you add to this channel? Absolutely nothing.
B-Dub said that the clout chasing on the tube is real. Yes, it is. The fat parrot. We're not talking about we're not talking about Rallo. That's a whole other. Well, I'm gonna leave that part alone because I'm gonna leave him. I'm gonna leave him out of this one. You can leave him out of this. But yeah, but yeah, you're right, full circle. But I'm glad, man. You came up because me and you talked about this for at least a couple of years. Every 6 months or 3 months, me and you had this conversation. You know, and he's sitting here just aimlessly thinking that these people going to, push him across the finish line. No, all of them are bunch of anchors. You know, right,
But
right.
and also too, Big J, it's like this. It's 2025. We're in the middle. You see how the years go by, the months go by. How long will it take? 2026, 2030? How long will it take until you finally get it? How long? It doesn't take that long, honestly. You're not getting any younger, but yet you once again gonna
Mm-hmm.
continue going with it, doing it. And even when I first saw it, I it didn't shock me. I looked, clicked off, and was like, I'm just going once again going about my day with a smile on my face, not for that, but a smile on my face like I'm just going to go about my business like I've been doing ever since I dismissed myself.
Mm-hmm. But I feel good about it. Not because ain't no victory lap over him. It was more about when I let it go back in December. I felt cleansed. Um, it didn't feel right when I did it initially. The cleansing part, of the soul, it doesn't feel good at first, but after the while, you start to feel. It was like a long process. It was like from I'll say from Christmas Eve to mid March. It was a long process of letting it go, and you know, and I see, and now though when I stepped aside, I everybody see it for what it. He finally see it for what it is. So, but anyway, I'm gonna get off of here though. Full circle. Oh, go ahead. Full circle. You
Oh
gonna
no,
say something?
I was gonna say too, yeah, it wasn't like for me like a victory, and then I'll let that be it. This last part, Big J, it wasn't like a victory for me because there was no victory. I let it go in 2023, and for me, it takes not something drastic. When I let something go, you size it up. It's like you draw up a schematic. You just put it all together in your head and be like, you know what, do I really, is it worth my time? Is it really worth it for me after all that? Like you mentioned, the discussions, the warnings, even if that person is like, oh, you just, no, 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 it was for a reason, and we don't get nothing out of it. You don't get nothing you don't get anything out of it. I didn't get anything out of it. The smile on my face, I agree with you, was a sign of relief to say that is it. For me,
Right.
in 2023, after all of it, and I did it as a countdown. I said, it's coming for me. No one else knew. Only I knew. I said, there's going to be a time when I'm just done with it completely.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it. Once individuals didn't know, and I give props to, let's say, like Root Imp on different discussions because he would open up his panel. I give props to if she's listening, Pure Butterfly, because she could see the part that you mentioned about the anger and how it was in your case, how it was doing things. You know what I mean? And it can be enough to affect you. For me, I didn't want it to affect me because I started to see it affect me, and that's when I was like, I gotta let this go. I gotta
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah.
Even on my end, my back and forth or my beef I had. I said, I'm done with it because it's changing me. And I'm too smart for this. I'm too sharp. You are too, Big J. We're both too
Mm-hmm.
sharp individuals, individually, separately, but together, yeah, you know what I mean? 100%. But I can't let this, like a virus, affect me, like a cancer affect me mentally. I'm better than this. And I knew this. Others didn't know, others didn't see it. But I do thank you for allowing me back in the days of coming on your channel to have the discussion to be like, ones don't even get it. They think it's on something, but yet they don't have history. They didn't have history like we did, like we
Yeah,
do.
right,
They didn't. They
right.
never
Because
got it. They sat back on the outskirts and thinking it was just to be doing it, just to be doing it. No, it's more than that. It's deeper than that. But once again, as you mentioned, when I let it go, oh, I felt like a new man, even right now. And that's why I said, yeah, once again, thank you. But I let it go,
it's
and I
like
can see the difference. Yeah, I'm good.
it's like when when you create steel, right? You put metal, you put iron into a furnace, and then you purify the iron, and then and you add some other element to it, and then you got to take out the metal, and you hammer it, and you let all the impurities fall out of it. That's how I felt. I was burning up inside and outside, burning up, and then all the impurities came out, and I became steel. This iron became steel. So it's kind of like what happened in December when I let it go, because I'm sitting there thinking like, okay, nigga, Warren just said he slapped Danini upside the head outside that New Orleans police station. He said it three times on that live stream while him and her are going at it. Now I'm sitting there like, nigga, you don't sit there and try to end this shit. You don't sit there. There's a reason why people don't, why, because he want women to come to his channel, right? He want more people to come to channel. That's part of the reason why they ain't coming to the channel, because Warren Danini, and then you got that other idiot from from Georgia talking about laughing at the domestic violence tapes.
And it was,
You
and
think
Big J,
women gonna come over there for that shit?
right, and that was another thing too. For me, my rage within listening to individuals come on and speak on things without the channel being cut and like, I got to end this. I can't have you allow you up here because that's not what this channel is for. There were times when I wanted to come at those, some of those individuals, some of them, not all. There were ones that I was in my mind mentally ready to pick off. As far as when I
Mm-hmm.
get ready to get at somebody and you're in my sights, I'm coming for you. But then when I thought about it, I said, you know what, they're not even worth it, because if you have the channel holder, they know they should have the responsibility. They're the responsible, like stockholder, as you would call it. It's your channel. You should know what to do. You should know what to allow and not to allow. Just be like, no, we're not going to have that over here. We can't have that. And all for what? All for what? Really? You know right from wrong. We're not, once again, children. But I was ready for them, and
Right.
that's why, once again, I had to let it go, because I literally, without under ones knowing, I was ready to come for certain ones' throats. I didn't even have to know them. It was just the integrity part, the character, all of that, all in one, to be like, you ain't right. Someone's got to say something. It wasn't even about the sticking up. You know right from wrong, Big J. Where it's like, I'm coming to get you. Don't get in my, as you know how we do. Don't get in my way. Stand out of my way. Don't even come in and be a shield and come in the block and a smoke screen. I'm coming for that individual. That's what I was getting revved up throughout the months and years, because it wasn't just one situation. It was certain ones that would come on the panel and say some stupid ish, and it was like, you're an idiot. Why would you say that? You condone that? You back that up, and you have them on your channel and you're supporting it. It says a lot about you and your character. But when I saw it, I said, no, I can't get involved with it, because that's going to rub off on me, not as some superhero, but where it's like, it's going to do some things to where it's I'm not going to let a channel destroy me on YouTube and in my outside personal life. Yeah.
Right. Because
I can't
it
let
was like
that happen.
it was
Yeah.
like the void of humanity. Because when P Diddy was knocking Cassie Ventura upside the head, stomping her out, and that one dumb nigga was talking about, and everybody thought that, no, I gotta get my shit off. I'm like, well, none of y'all ain't saying the word, and there's only one guy who's saying something. Other than that, but he get kicked off the panel. So I'm sitting there like, okay, wait a minute. Y'all out here ain't saying a word that this nigga on the panel talking about laughing at a woman getting her ass beat. And then the rest, and then the same case when Warren came up there talking about what he did to allegedly did to the Nene. So I'm sitting there like, okay, y'all ain't saying anything, and the only person who was saying that was AC. AC was the only one saying shit about it. Other than that, everybody thought that, okay, let's make clout chasing off of this. Y'all ain't trying to stop this shit. He got no business saying all that bullshit on the panel. Those two niggas, those I'm talking, it's 3 of them that do that shit. They're about 3 niggas come on that panel and they say some bullshit. Oh, y'all whoop a woman's ass. I did this to a woman. I did it. But do you realize Reg is trying to get more people onto his channel, and he's trying to get women to come back to the channel? We know women ain't going. If you that's called aiding and abetting.
Right, and I got one for you too. You might have ones, not you yourself, of course, on your channel. Ones that come on the channel and they might be on their channel. Let me go there and display how, no, I don't like women. See, I got a photo of me with a chick and a lady and a woman and okay, but deep down inside, you do have a hate. You might put up and perpetrate that you down for women and you get with women and you get it in, they get down what they get down, but deep down inside, you come over here and try to front with all these other men along with women on the channel, and it's a whole different story, and it's showing, yeah, it's something going on with you. Nah, I'm not rocking with you on the same panel. I can't do that. And you talking this talk, but you trying to show us like I don't know why would they think that I have something against women, but you're showing us. You're gonna debate us, and we're listening to your verbiage. We're watching you when others are coming on and how you act and present yourself with other women. But yet you have these ones on here. You cool with this? Nah, I'm not down with that. It's like something going on, regardless of the whole who hurt you. Mentally, there's something going on with you. And you could debate it and lie and say, no, I don't hate her. I don't, you talking crazy. You just coming up with things. No, you have an issue with women. And if you want to rock with this and it later affects your channel, well, then that's on you, because you should have saw it coming. That me personally, I have to distance myself with you. I can't rock with you like that. That's not me. Yeah, I can't do that. And you would hear it, Big J, it would pop on at different times, popping up, jumping on. If it came to the women, here we go. But then when it was called out, oh, that ain't me. I'm not that. But they couldn't help themselves. It would just slip out. Sometimes it wouldn't even slip out. They would just personally, on purpose, just say what they gotta say, and you would hear it. And the ones in the chat, they listening to it. Ones on the panel, they hearing it. And once again, it's not just wearing the cape. It's like, you really are with this? That's how you get down? Nah, I'm not even interested in meeting you in person and stuff, let alone going out to hang out, at a bar, or just at a function, or just kicking it. Nah, if it's us and we around a group of women, I would I would dislike seeing how you act. Cause yeah, I don't think it's gonna be something pretty. And then later you find out that the women know, women are like cats. They got sixth sense. They know when there's something going on with a guy. Therefore, when we come to dating, and these men are like, man, I don't know why I can't. Yeah, because you have issues. You got issues. It's something wrong with you. Yeah, why it's hurtful, hateful. You get me, Big J? It's really deep, 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 deep. It ain't. Some will call it mommy issues, not daddy, but if you want to call it that, but mommy issues. It's really something that is going on with that person that either even you and I can't even fix.
Right.
And they're not kids. They're not young. They're older. These are older men.
Like in the 40s and 50s.
Yeah. Taking this on to knock on wood if they make it to 60 and 70, let alone if they got even kids. Boys, not the daughters, boys. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I wonder what you're teaching them. I'm not trying to tell you what to do with your kids, but I can imagine, and then they later on grow up, and then you see them on the 5 o'clock news, 3 o'clock news, wonder where they got that from. Okay. Yeah.
And it's already bad enough though that we already got two people on YouTube thus far who's not mentally there. and you know one of them, right? I'm here to save the black community.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
one that we don't Kendra D. You
yeah.
know, he will absorb all them talking points. He go all over YouTube, repeating the garbage. He don't. I'm like, I told him one time, do you ever um go outside and talk to women? Nope. Do you ever have female friends? Nope. Who are the only women you talk to? My mama. And I'm like, well, nigga, you got no business talking about women. If you never have no female friends and have female co-workers, or if you haven't even touch grass at least, you got no business online talking about repeating these. And I wish they stopped having them on panels. And I've been telling people, kick him off the panel. He's getting on the panel, and y'all, and I'm glad Ty City said it earlier tonight. Shout out to Ty City. Ty City said, y'all got to stop putting him on the panel, and stop putting that fat nigga who's also on there too on the panels too, because he's not all up there too. He's going on YouTube talking about, I'm back at pet, nigga, bitch, 500 pounds. You 500 pounds. You talking about how much, man, you hate women, bruh. Just stop. You know,
And Big J, it's not enough hate in the world. Some might think so, but it's not. It's not that much hate in the world. No matter how you've been treated, who you've dated, how your past relationships have been. I'm not going there with the marriage and divorcee rates and how it affects men. I get it, but it's not enough hate, and then to get on channels to come in camouflaged and to spread your message. You've seen that too. They come in on the different
mm,
panels, and once it gets to that topic, it could be on other things, other topics. Let that particular topic, oh, they in it to win it. They'll give they paycheck in donations if they on that, because it's spreading the hate. It's helping.
mm,
They get on that. You've seen it. If it's on that particular topic on women and the hate of women or anything close to it, oh shoot, how much? 520? Shoot, you didn't have to ask me. You don't have to ask me twice. I'm ready to donate and stuff. Those are the ones, and you'll see them. They'll creep up. You can see them and sometimes in the chat when it comes on that topic. Yeah, that's the one to look out for. Look out for that person. Look out for them. And
mm.
it takes a minute. They'll start from the chat. They'll make their way up to the panel, and you'll be like, "Gotcha. I knew you was one of them ones." When it comes to the hate of women, I knew it. I knew it. You're that one.
Just like, I'm gonna use this one thing. Just like Warren going to accuse Reg of tricking on Brown Ellie. I'm like, okay, nigga, this should tell you, Reg. Warren don't like women. You give any woman attention, he has a fucking problem. Now Brown Ellie is old enough to be, Brown Ellie's old enough to be Reg's daughter. Brown Ellie, she got a nigga. She ain't trying to get with him. So what? So what though if Reg is giving her money or donating? Who gives a fuck? It's his money. It's shit like that though. Y'all don't see the hatred of women. And AC was right. He said, you niggas on this channel hate women. And because AC said it, they banned AC Star. When AC Star said it, they went in and kick AC Star out the panel. But but anyway,
Because
I'm gonna let it go.
AC saw things too. A lot of us saw things, and though there were those who fought against the grain, there were those that fought against him because they weren't with that. They would rather be on that side. And it wasn't even about taking sides, if you want to call it that. But when it came to that particular side, the hate of women, that's a side I'm not gonna take. I'm just
Right.
not gonna do it. And for the women, it was like, just stay away from it. Don't even waste your breath to jump on panels to come at it, even in the chat to be like, you know, that back and forth, back and forth. You know how they say it ain't cool for men to be fighting with women and vice versa, or that gender. Just don't, for the women's sake, for their sanity, for us as well. Don't partake in that, because it's as plain as day. It's as clear as day. They have a real hate. They could deny it and say, no, I got a woman in the bed right now. Yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah,
You ain't fooling me with none of that shit. You have an issue and a hate
right.
woman. Yeah.
I'm gonna say names like when AJ ain't seen Red brought when he said, yeah, look who's in my bed, and he showed this woman laying down on her stomach, right, and he's showing her ass, right, she laying down watching TV and shit. He was trying to impress those niggas, right? But then in the same breath, AJ talking about we need to slap these bitches inside the head. I'm like, y'all don't sit there and see he's using this as cover, but then the next minute or the next live stream, he's saying something completely opposite. And like y'all don't see all these guys that hate women. Every one of them niggas over there. Not every one of them, but the majority of them niggas that get on that panel, they have a problem with women in general. Because there always a hoe, there always a bitch, there always a skank, a strag, blah 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 blah. Every one of the women are this, that, and third, and they don't even know who these women are.
And Big J, they got that saying, you stand up for something or you'll fall for anything.
Right.
Those were the times when I would expect the content holder, creator, the owner of the channel to stand up and just put their foot down and be like, we're not going to stand for that. Or, you know, not just like some Barbara Walter interview, just be like, I know you must have an issue with this. You're not allowing this, right? You're not with this, are you? I wish back then that they would just put their foot down and take a stand and be like, we're not gonna have that. If you are part of that, you're not gonna bring that over here. And we would constantly hear that type of conversation, that type of talk. And it's like, say something. Say it with your chest. Put your foot down, man. That was a part of me, myself, where it's like, I can't do this anymore. I'm witnessing and watching this in real time. This ain't cool, man. This just like in the case of, you mentioned AC Star. Yeah, I'm with that as well. I agree. Something wrong. You all hate women. You can deny it if you want to, but you do. I don't know who you're gonna try to convince and try to tell. I don't know how you're gonna pull that one off, but right here we can see it. I don't care how you try to clean it up, but we see it. And ones like that, I'm just gonna distance myself, and I have. It is what it is.
Yeah, but but anyway, full circle. I appreciate you being on. So I'll talk sometime later. I got to do me some edits. So I'm doing some interviews and stuff. So I got to do some edits and stuff. So anyway.
All right. Well, you take care, Big J, and I appreciate you having me on here. Thank you, man.
Right. Anytime. Full circle. Reg is done for. You can't randomly switch from buffoonery to serious content on YouTube. Doesn't work. Well, yeah. You're right, Nightish. I mean, not Nightish. I mean, Night. You're right about that, Night. And how come you're inside in San Antonio? How come you're not prowling the streets of San Antonio, Night? There's some bad Latinas down here. Shit. Anyway, let me get off of here. Now I'll see y'all next time. I'm out. Peace.
I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.